All right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to TimInATopHat, where tonight we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Last time we left off, we had a bit of a run-in
That was
with
a nice right
a
hand.
beholder, and the party met up with a specific, specific druid that helped him out a little bit. If anybody wants to go into a little bit more depth, that would be cool. But if not, we can jump right into it.
Well, Ember went down a hole.
Yes.
And found a wolf puppy.
God
Because,
damn,
you know, the DM knows my personal weaknesses. And so, yeah, I brought the puppy back up. Skamos almost fell in the hole. You know,
Yeah,
it was a whole thing.
Really well too.
I get it.
But, oh, I didn't even.
Sorry. No.
It was a whole thing. And yeah, we got out. We had also found a statue of a Goliath named Victor Jonah.
Went for the flying
had been petrified by the beholder.
That was risky, dude.
So we put his armor on him and he came back. And he grew Skamos' arm back. And he fixed Ren's issue with his random powers coming out. And he enchanted the ring that Ren has so that we can bloody it up with the Medusa and then give it to Teddy and he'll be back. So that's really cool. But our problem now is that we don't know where any of them are because they got kidnapped by the circus. So.
The precision is...
Yeah. Sounds about right.
That's where we're at.
Oh.
That's where we are.
And Enkenfell.
Yeah. Hey, you guys just got to Enkenfell. As you see, the town kind of opens up, and there is quite a few temples, like a lot of different temples to a lot of different deities throughout this. It's just a bunch of temples, and then there is a singular tavern that looks like it's built into the side of this mountain.
That's pretty cool.
Right on.
Yeah, he is. He's super strong.
Did anyone give us a meeting spot?
You were told to meet at Enkenfell. That you didn't get a whole lot more information than that.
This one's looking a lot better, that's for sure.
That tavern might be a place to go
Yeah.
Try to get the information.
I mean, that's probably where we'd be headed anyway. When we get like right when we get into town. It's probably been a while since any of us have really.
I think we all could use a beer.
Seen the indoors. Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, Skamos is gonna want a beer for sure. I need to buy him a beer. I owe him.
A real beer.
Yeah.
Not one of these fake beers.
Yeah. Does he still have those, or are they long gone?
Call it.
They're long gone. He finished them within like a half a day.
Yeah, I figured. All right, come on, Skamos. I'll buy you a beer.
Hey, that sounds like a beautiful idea. Best I've heard in a long time.
Oh yeah, Riggan's gonna want to tag along for sure.
Okay. Are you all heading into the tavern?
I think so.
Yeah. Sure. Let's do it.
All right. As you guys head into the tavern, you can see that there is a stage set up to the right side when you immediately walk in. And to the back, there is like just a normal looking bar. It's got a bunch of different casks and stuff behind it, different like bottled drinks as well. And On the stage, you see two half-elves. I believe half-elves. Let me double-check my notes.
Quarter elves.
I believe they're half-elves, but I just need to 100% see. Yeah, you see two half-elf bards sitting up on top of the stage. They're playing different instruments together. The first one that you see is a very like flashy looking, like totally embracing the stereotypical bard
Judging how
look
long the
bard.
fight was, I'm pretty sure
And
somebody's
then the one
getting
next
knocked
to
out
them
this
is
round.
a
Something's happening.
petite blue-haired half-elf sitting right across from them.
Or maybe
I
next
think I know who they are.
Yeah, and so yeah, they're playing just completely beautiful melodies, like some of the nicest music that you've heard in your entire lives, just being played on this stage.
Damn.
Oh! What did I say? Oh, man.
And we almost didn't come in here.
That's what we sound like.
Yeah, that's what Riggan was like, walking in the door, like, oh, the musician.
Yeah. So yeah, as you walk in, and then towards the back of the bar, kind of who looks like the bartender
That was
is
beautiful.
a dark-skinned tiefling who is like, you could see he's like moving in a way where actually I need everybody to make wisdom
Or
saving
observation.
throws.
Saving throws.
Saving throw.
Saving.
Wisdom saving throws.
All right. Well, luckily, I think that's one of my proficiencies.
It is not one of mine.
Riggan never fails a die roll. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that was Ren. Okay. I thought the one was me. I was like, that's okay. I'll roll it again. But it wasn't
All right. Ren, as you're looking, normal tiefling. Normalest of normal tieflings. Nothing at all weird about this tiefling. The most
Ren just goes and
tiefling-
grabs a beer.
Yeah.
Cool.
And Ember and Riggan, as Ren sits down, you notice that this tiefling is serving abnormally fast. You can see that, like, he has his two regular arms, and then he's got these tendril arms that are coming out and also serving drinks and stuff to people.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And he looks at you, Ren, and he goes, I think I know you.
God damn.
He knows Ren?
Yes, I do know you. What are you gonna order? And he's like whipping things around, and he places a drink in front of you as you're starting to talk.
Well, I mean, I didn't know what I was going to order. I didn't know what you had, but is this good?
It's probably familiar. That's all I'm gonna say. And
It's
he
like,
places it in front of you.
We saw that coming.
He immediately looks at the other three of you, and he goes, you're strongest for the big guy in the back. And he like slings down another drink.
That's what I was about to order for him.
It's like, yeah, and he goes, you need to remember, your money's no good here. It's on us. And he continues to serve you guys drinks.
Okay.
Really good music and free drinks. This place to be very popular.
I'm not against it, but at the same time, Ren's a little... Actually, no, he's not, because I failed that.
Now, what is Sean O'Malley's next fight?
So, I mean...
Well,
I'll take a
You-
sip of it
You can
and
you
see
can be
how it.
suspicious still.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
You
am
just failed.
suspicious.
You didn't notice the tendrils and how abnormally
Okay.
fast he is, but
Yeah,
you
he's-
could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I should let
So
you
how'd
explain.
you know I was gonna order this?
In more so less words than I might not be able to speak. People.
People.
Yes.
Okay.
Did we
And
just
slyly winks at you.
did we just meet the tiefling equivalent of Jack Sparrow or what?
I look
Yeah.
back at Ember and I'm like, are you seeing this guy?
He continues to sling drinks and he's serving the people. And yeah.
I mean, how do you guys feel about this?
Well, it
Could
is a
I,
bit strange.
Cause
could
like
Rick-
Ren wants to drink it, but at the same time,
I
it's
expected him
very.
to talk to
It doesn't
more
want
of
to drink it.
What was Riggan thinking?
Heavier accent, because he's from Africa.
can
so I figured he'd
examine
have
him
more
with
of a-
his this second eye, this spooky eye.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But he
I
kinda has,
want
like,
you
this,
to
like,
make a perception
thuggish,
check
like,
with
vibe to him.
advantage.
Perception with advantage. Hold on, it's been a second. I need to find things. Okay, perception. With a nah. Even with modifiers.
I'm
it's still
assuming
not
it's since
that
it
great,
seems like it's since childhood, but I don't know.
You got a
16.
16.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
It
you can see
didn't.
the
It didn't.
rolls.
Yeah, it didn't show me until just now. But
Okay,
yeah.
I'll
So
try to announce.
yeah. So the 16 is good enough to
And he, like,
you're looking at him and you see like
Gave that
uh
that
when you
strike
look at him with
everything.
just
He-
your fancy eye, the tiefling disappears, and what is in its place is what looks like the soul of an eldritch god. But you can tell that he is like you can tell that the tiefling is the host and the eldritch god is like part of it.
That's spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reagan's definitely just gonna put his eye patch back down and kind of approach the bar skeptically.
I like that the guy who
Exactly
can't
what
talk
I'm
can
doing.
is the one who sees things.
Yeah.
That's a really good
As-
combo.
So, Riggan, as you approach the bar, the tiefling immediately makes eye contact with you and goes, "Also, the biggest, strongest drink, usually." And he sticks it in front of you.
And Reagan will nod and kind of just have like the drink and just kind of like swish it around and look at it, just like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he goes, "Oh, of course. I understand. Don't worry. I realize I haven't introduced myself at all yet. The name is Kulamoth. Nice to meet your acquaintance."
Cool of Moth? Cool of Voth?
Kulamoth.
Coolamoth?
Moth.
In case you guys don't remember, that's Paul's old character
Ew.
from when, like, Jimothy days.
When we like played a long time ago?
Yeah.
Questioning it, yeah.
Jim.
Okay.
And then I'm pretty sure that the bards are Ridley and Bard, Jesse Brightside's
Oh.
character and my character.
Goodness. Throwing it back.
Yeah.
Keep for
I think Reagan's.
As he introduces himself, he goes, "And you roll a d4.
Yeah, one of the best.
As soon as I find out who it is.
I mean, there's always like in highlight reels and stuff are gonna be like those early round knockouts and stuff, just because
did
they're
my
so
d4 roll
impressive.
for anybody?
But, like that.
Nice.
that
Sorry,
just,
what was that?
Did my d4 roll for anybody? Or
I-
is it still
no.
rolling?
I don't see it.
Yeah.
It's still rolling. It says 17.
Oh, there it
There
is.
it is.
There we go. Okay. So Ren, you immediately feel a little poking on your back, and you hear a very familiar voice. Last time you heard this voice was at a certain
Rave.
certain no, a certain competition,
Okay.
and you don't
Yeah,
as you turn to look back with
Burns
on the tapping,
one, but
you don't see it,
boring.
but you hear this just
Like
voice in the middle of
just
nowhere.
held him. Like he got good
You're
takedowns,
with
but he
us.
just held him for
Play
like
cool.
several minutes.
Don't
on
be
end. It's
weird.
Like, come on, like do something with it.
And then
Sorry,
Jeez.
Could you repeat that? You kind of
His
cut
game
out a
plan
little bit
worked,
for me.
like,
Oh, I
Stephen
cut out. I
Thompson's
thought you
obviously
Yeah.
very
in character.
dangerous.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
in character, yes, but at the same time, you did cut out for
I
me.
don't know.
Okay, he goes, play it cool. Don't act weird. They're with us.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
he's
you
not
you
like
can tell
somebody
by the voice that is
Yeah,
Timothy's voice.
Jimmy's,
Like, you
yeah.
I guess like he doesn't.
don't quite. I mean,
somebody that's
he's
in
just
the
gone.
spotlight so much, but just
You
has a crazy
don't see him.
record.
Okay. Well,
mean-
thank you for the drink. I appreciate it. Things are, I guess,
Yeah.
going to be
We
okay
were
if
watching
the
number
voices
one
I'm
the other
hearing in
night.
my head are correct.
Playing it cool.
Here it goes.
Ren can't play it cool.
Not acting weird.
It was in,
Play it cool. There's voices in my head.
and there were no weight classes. So
I mean,
So
everything
it could be
inside this bar
anybody
has kind of
matched
been
up against
has kind of
anybody.
weirded Ren out.
And,
So he,
like,
while he recognizes the
refs-
voice, it is a little strange to
the
him.
referees let
Makes him a little
pretty
uncomfortable.
much any-
Is
But
everything all right, Ren?
like, I mean,
you
there's
know,
some
everything's
moments in there
fine.
where,
I
these
changed.
dudes
You
were,
know,
like,
I thought it over, and I
yeah,
did this.
dude,
What?
there's a guy
Uleiveth?
in one of these
Uleiveth?
fights, he has this
I think
guy
he's a
gets
cool guy.
on the
Thank you for the
ground,
drink.
and he just,
Uleiveth?
he just
Isn't
fucking
that where we
takes
are?
his heel
Yeah,
as
Uleiveth
hard
is
as hard as
where
he
you
Oh,
are.
can,
okay.
and
I'm
it
terrible with
Lamont.
names. Cool
Like,
Lamont.
just
Very
fucking
close.
just down kick, like with as much force as possible.
Yeah.
And just knocks him out. But like,
That's Ren trying to play it cool.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Like,
pretty fun
and,
to watch. Because at that
And
time,
then
it was
pull him up.
more of an
Meets you, Ember,
experiment. Like
you
it
know.
was something that.
And anything for you? I mean, we carry all sorts of stuff.
Oh,
We actually
yeah.
carry your family
Yeah,
If-
I mean,
if you would like.
Oh, is he talking
that
to me?
was it. The HBO fight nights, like they had.
Timmy?
Yeah, boxing.
Yes.
Like
Okay.
UFC was.
Am I cutting out for
really
everybody?
didn't
A little bit.
get a lot of momentum
And I also
until
have a lot of
early 2000s,
background noise,
and even-
which I
even then,
apologize about. I can't really do
it
anything
was,
about that.
like,
That's totally
doing
fine.
well financially to where like it could
Yeah, hit me.
sustain, But it wasn't even until like the late.
All right,
2000s
what do you
where
want?
Not literally.
Really picked up.
What do you
had,
think
like,
I want?
Chuck
Oh.
Liddell and.
You're normally the one who doesn't really
Couture
order.
and shit like
heavy drinks
that. I think
at
that was
bars.
pretty much like. That was like 2000.
You order other people drinks.
I think
Sometimes you'll have a small
when-
one for yourself. It's-
When that was like
You're a wild
really on the come up. But yeah, I mean like during the 90s all this shit was happening.
All right.
But, like, it was still
you know,
a very
I'll have what my
weird
buddy Skamos here is
thing
having.
Because as time
All
went
right.
on, like,
He,
weight classes were
he
starting to
immediately
kind of,
whips
like,
you up.
get defined.
And the
And,
biggest, strongest drink is like
you know,
a small keg, so it's
they-
Yeah.
like
the
half your body
referees had
size.
to-
Well, okay, maybe like a smallest,
for the safety of the
strongest.
fighters, like,
drink.
like, yeah, like roughing the fights, yeah. And I mean,
He immediately like
even the
pulls it back
cages, it was funny
and
because
brings it
like
back out, and it's just like a smaller,
sometimes
condensed version of the same thing.
guys would get slammed so
Yeah.
hard up against
I
the
mean,
cage that,
don't
like,
let that go to
fucking
waste,
door
though.
would
I'm
come
sure that my
flying
buddy
back
here
and
will
they'd be,
drink
like,
that.
out of the cage.
Right,
It
Skamos?
Oh, I'm
it
sure.
was just it was I
He
watched
like
number
immediately takes
one
the
with
other
Johnny, and
part
then
and
I
tops off
watched number two, but
the one
like
that
Horse
Skamos has
Gracie
already
was
been
the
drinking.
he's like a legend now,
Perfect.
but he
Yeah.
and during that time, listen to this, when they fought, they,
When
like,
the music
basically,
is up,
they had to
we have
fight their next
a special
competitor,
show
so they
going
were
on.
bracketed throughout the night.
It's going to be
And these
for
guys could fight like 4
patrons
fights in one
only.
night.
So,
So it
if
wasn't
you
just like,
guys would like
well, it
to,
wasn't like
and he
one
winks,
fight
rent a
and
room
then
for the
it's
night,
over. It's like move,
that would be
move on to the next opponent.
the best way to ensure your
Yeah, fucking crazy, dude.
participation in this.
It was. Yeah, and I read. I was like, Dana White.
So-
Did I cut out again?
Yeah, Riggan's gonna look to.
UFC.
He wants us to get a room? Is that
He at that
what?
time
Yeah.
was like.
That's what it sounds like.
He lived in, I think it was like Boston.
I mean,
Um,
we do need a place to
and
stay for the night.
he got in like money trouble
Yeah.
with the mob.
We,
there, and
we've been on the road for
basically,
quite some time, so
just like someone showed up one day and like, you need to pay up, and he
Yeah,
ignored it
that would
for a couple
be-
weeks, and then he got a call like,
that would be appreciated.
like,
Yeah.
you need to pay up. Like,
Riggan's
by
gonna-
We'd all enjoy a
tomorrow
bed
or
over,
something bad's
the
gonna
dirt.
happen to you, basically.
Yeah,
And that day,
We got
he
plenty of
left
money, but I feel like Riggan's
Boston,
gonna still try to like
literally got on a plane
grab
that
his
day,
coin
flew to
person,
Las
try to
Vegas, and
pay
started
for the room.
this.
And Kulamot sees you going for your coin person and goes,
Obviously, became
"Oh,
successful.
we don't do a pay in advance kind of
He was always,
establishment here. It is a sign the
yeah,
ledger,
pretty much.
pay
Like,
when you leave kind of
he-
establishment got going on."
he talked some people into like backing it.
I
mean, he was really
see.
into boxing.
Just
Like,
coin
that was
purse
his
away.
thing. But this was something.
Okay,
that
how
he
many
always
rooms
wanted
do
to
we
do.
want?
Pretty much, I think that moment was kind of like.
Let's
It's
see,
like,
Skamos.
I don't have
There's
anything
4
to
of us?
lose at this
Yeah.
point, like,
Yeah.
How many beds in a room?
So, I think he just
Well.
kind of went for it. And
Yeah, I can
Obviously.
assure you that we can accommodate
Yeah.
for you. I just need you
like,
to
Johnny
sign the
was looking up
paperwork.
his wealth the other night. He's worth half a
Uh,
billion dollars.
all right,
You
this-
can. Yes,
But yeah, pretty crazy beginnings.
I mean,
Did you say something, Timmy?
Oh, that's been.
which part did you hear?
Yeah,
Pretty
those
much
two are really
nothing.
Nothing.
Lovely. Okay, he goes.
Ben Askren's
I can
really
assure you
funny.
guys that we have adequate amount of rooms for everybody. If you could just sign the paperwork,
I'm
we
guessing
can
Maz would
get on the way.
always this one.
All right. Well,
Oh, that's a 4 and 5.
Ember, you're responsible for the money,
yeah.
so I'm
That's
going
fine.
to leave the choice up to you.
I mean, I don't think it's much of a choice. I sign.
Okay. So
In a
y-
boxing
as
match?
your roll a
I
perception
don't
check.
know.
Does each
What?
okay? Does each
Maybe.
person need to sign, or just can I sign for everybody?
What'd you roll?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Perception.
I mean, Ben Askren's a bad motherfucker.
21.
He handed you a blank piece of paper to
I mean,
sign.
look at his.
No
he's
contract, no
19-0
nothing.
right
Just
here.
he's just slid a piece of paper over to you with a pen on it.
Oh. What is this? This isn't a ledger.
Yeah, I mean Ben
Um,
Askren's known for that. His.
Oh
his
yeah.
style of,
Ooh.
like,
Sorry, I must have
just
grabbed
kind
the
of
wrong
shit-talking,
papers.
And he's quick. He's quick on his. He's witty.
you get
I
a
guess I should
feel
say. Like anytime you see him, like in these
you get a
UFC
feeling
kind
that
of
this is all for show.
press things, like he's
And he like
got
brings
some
the papers
funny
back and then
words.
immediately brings out another set of just blank papers. Oh,
What?
these must be the correct.
What's really going on here?
I need Riggan to make
They
a
would get
perception.
destroyed.
Perception?
Yep.
Like they
It's a
literally
20.
get dismantled.
Not
Oh, this was
naturally,
it.
but it's a 20.
20. Okay.
That's the one I was talking about.
Riggan, you see a bunch of the like Imperial guards and stuff, kind of
Yeah, remember I was telling you about this
wandering
last
around
night?
this tavern.
Ah,
And they're starting to like look over in your guys' direction, like kind of wondering what's going on.
actually, let me see here. I think one of my
That's all you had to do.
I'm good at. Yeah, I think Riggan's going to grab the pen and sign the document in Ember's name because he's really good at forgery.
Riggan.
Which is still kind of messed up.
That's got to be the quickest knockout of all time.
And Kolomoth goes, yes, perfect, thank you. And he pulls out like a key ring and he hands it to Ember and he goes, here's your guys' room keys. And it's got like 4 keys on it.
Well, I was telling you, Dana White said he was practicing
after the private shows are over, I will show you all to your room.
That was 3 seconds. That
and
was
then
57.
you hear like the song that was playing last start to fade out, and he goes, at that, I'm going to have to ask all of our non-patrons for tonight to please exit the building. We are doing the patrons only shows from here on out through the night. Thank you for your patronage and have a great day. And you see like the most of the crowd start to like bustle out.
Mm-hmm.
And you see like now that the stage is a lot more cleared out, you see that
57,
at
but then
the
he fell
foot
fucking down.
between the two
like a fucking
musicians is a white-haired wolf, like a full-grown big wolf, like curled up in the middle of the stage.
What? Wait, so one of the musicians turned into a wolf, or?
Oh no, both musicians are still there, and then there's a big, like a full-grown white wolf sitting in the middle, like curled up in the middle of this stage.
Interesting.
And then, Riggan, you notice that those guards that were eyeing you guys are like kind of hovering around a little bit, and then they start to head off.
I was gonna say, like, he actually knocked him out, like, from what I saw, 57.
Yeah, Riggan was probably kind of hunched over and kind of keeping a low profile while he noticed the guards. But
because he's just out
So,
there.
it turns, and there is you guys. After everybody left, you see Coolmoth, the 2 performers on stage. Jimothy is sitting at the bar now, not completely invisible. And you see another elven man who is standing towards the back of the building.
Okay.
As everybody kind of makes their way out the building, you see the elven man. He like walks over, locks all the doors, and like shuts the blinds. And then Coolmoth goes,
Yeah.
all right. We're gonna cut to the chase here. I need you guys to follow me up through this back alleyway. We need to go meet up with your friends. And he like turns out and heads back. Immediately following you is the 2 bards, the wolf,
Bobby.
and Jimothy also heads with you. And then the singular elf stays back in the bar.
Okay.
And this is where we get mugged.
If we were gonna die,
We
this
can
is when
take
it
him.
happens.
This is it.
Actually, no, we
I
can't.
don't think we can beat Jimothy the Spigot Jauntlet.
I
Well,
don't think you guys beat anybody.
We can't beat any of them.
That
Rude.
wolf would kick your guys'
It's
ass.
us at level 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I follow.
Okay.
Thoroughly confused now.
He goes, you guys almost blew our cover there. Some Imperial guys have been hounding us for weeks. Wanting to do random searches and all this bullshit. And then he, like, Kulmoth, like, waves his hand and the back wall kind of, like, disappears. And, like, he walks through up into this tunnel that leads into a staircase. And he's kind of, like, walking and talking at the same time. And, like, you hear his voice kind of trailing off as he's walking
I think he
upstairs.
fucking remember his name at that point.
Well,
He didn't even look
I
at
didn't
who
realize
it
I was meant to know that that was a cover.
Riggan's gonna kind of pick up the pace to make sure he stays in earshot.
I was muted.
You were muted. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I just
I was
noticed
just
your
gonna
lips
say,
moving.
I was gonna say, how did we almost blow your cover? We just arrived here.
Oh, well, one of us, and he looks over at, he like glances over at Jimothy, was supposed to inform you guys that, to keep a low profile and keep it cool, and then people are blathering on about something in my head is telling us that this is okay. And he continues to walk up the stairs.
Well, you see, we just fought a beholder like yesterday. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Yes, I'm terribly sorry. It's just, we need to keep this under wraps a bit so that we can maintain the safety of the humans. That's why none of the humans were down there.
Well, there were half-elves. Don't the Imperials not like half-elves either?
They do not, but what they do like is good performers. And my 2 friends here, and he points at both the 2 half-elves, probably the best performers you guys are ever going to see. Just
They
105%.
were pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean,
A lot of people turn a blind eye when you've got somebody with incredible talent. They just think, "Oh, these pure-blood elves are mighty talented."
That's Uzman, right?
I see.
Imperial.
I suppose they're not as easy to recognize on
Little
first
did he know
sight.
Uzman was about to knock his ass out.
And I mean, they do draw a lot of attention, but they also are drawing attention for other reasons than just being.
Yeah, that's definitely like probably one of the
Well,
top
understood.
knockouts of all time for UFC.
So he continues to walk up, and then
Obviously the fastest, but
the first half elf, the female of the 2, begins to talk to you guys, and you can go ahead and describe what this blue-haired half elf looks like, if you would like, Ember.
Oh, me. Okay. I mean, yeah, you pretty much said it. She's kind of small. She has blue hair, pale skin, blue eyes with like little golden flecks in them.
oh yeah, definitely.
And yeah, by now she's got to be like 300 years old. No, 200? 200.
Yep.
But,
Still
you
looks
know,
fairly young for.
you wouldn't know by looking.
by Elven standards. It's not super old.
Yeah.
It's like almost
Yeah.
like human 30.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, probably just about.
Yeah. So she leans in and she goes, "Oh, it's so nice to meet you all. My name is
That's it.
Ridley. I'm I guess friends of one of your friends would be the best way to put it."
Where'd you order it from?
Well, I'm Ember. My...
I'm.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
I was just gonna say I'm Ren.
And then our feathered friend over here is Riggan. And the one who inspired the biggest, strongest
gotcha.
drink, that's Skamos.
Yeah, that's a lot easier.
You know,
than
I've heard so much
what
about you
guys want
guys.
to do all at once.
A lot of the people up there actually can't shut up about you guys. They do talk a lot. Very talkative people. And then
Really?
the
Yeah,
other,
as soon as you said
yeah, the other
2060
half of like kind of chimes in a bit. It's like, well, I mean, we've also been watching them. Like,
Yeah.
you do remember we can scry, right?
You've been
She looks
watching
at him.
us.
Keeping
10 years is
you
good life.
safe in the bushes. Yeah.
Being a safe.
And then
It's,
Ridley looks over and just, Bard,
yeah,
you've
it's
been
like
watching them.
car
We have not been watching them.
Watch 3 times and fucking bleed the brakes.
Well, you don't have to put it to make it sound creepy.
Yeah.
And Ridley
My-
goes and she's like, you
my
made it
grandpa's
sound
always been
creepy.
acting weird
We
for the
have
past
been
2
watching
years.
you. She like mimics him
I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
as you guys
That
continue to
adds
walk
Dying
up.
or what, but-
As you guys continue to walk up the stairs.
Just curious, what have you seen when you've scried on us?
I saw you guys kill that nasty looking beholder, and I think, yeah, he
where
like
were
mentioned.
you when that happened? Like, why couldn't you help us? That was.
I mean, we were a few
So-
days away.
We could have made it quickly, but not without drawing suspicion. And we are here guarding
Is it-
other
an
important
invite to you?
matters.
Yeah.
We could have made it there in a
I'm
couple
sure we did.
days discreetly, but we do have a lot of other stuff that we need to worry about.
I suppose, yes, you had to maintain your operation
What's this?
here. That makes sense. Besides, we could handle it.
Nice.
We did handle it.
Are you able
Oh,
to
you
go?
guys could.
Does it have every fight on there?
Yeah, Riggan.
We did handle it.
The Sora pose completely.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
And then Kulamoth looks back at you guys and goes, "All right, we're here." And then he like flicks
I
his
love
fingers
that
again,
YouTube comment.
and the
Of this fight,
the
It says,
stairs
like,
like kind of
Nunez's precision
flap
overhead
down into
to
a
hit,
straight hallway
or
that
to let,
like you see an open
Nunez get every strike
arc,
on her
and then the
perfect.
stairs
'Cause-
continue up in what looks like a weird, like super high up attic. But he like lowered a part of the stairs to open up into a tunnel that has a like a light towards the end.
Okay. Yeah, I follow their
Yeah,
lead.
She got lucky, dude.
Yeah, it's all right. This is us, and he like you all walk into what looks like a bare, rounded chamber.
It's exactly
like
what you just
a,
said. That's all there
image
is to it.
Carved into the ground, and everybody kind of like stands up
Right.
onto this image, and like just kind of stands there, waits for you guys to all get
Yeah.
in the room.
Cause
It's a cult.
Cause like Ralphie had the whole convinced that she was.
This is
like,
where they kill us, right?
Like
Yeah.
she was the shit.
We stand on.
This is where the blood sacrifice happens.
Well, you know, if that's what happens, that's what happens.
She's.
Yeah, I think
we can't really
Riggan's-
do anything against all of them. So
Riggan's a bit more comforted seeing Jimothy there, so I think he just kind of
Yeah,
follows in.
yeah.
So I did hear Jimothy's
exactly.
voice. I wasn't just
She's a
imagining
one-trick
things.
pony, and that's like she didn't have the rest of what it took.
Hello again. Yes, I couldn't show myself because I did draw a lot of attention back at the. Yeah, the Imperials aren't too happy with the spigot of Johnlands. The Spigot clan.
Yes,
Stand.
I don't imagine so.
I couldn't show myself, otherwise I would have been
Wait.
perusing about the bar and.
You can imagine how hearing
I
your
mean-
voice out of nowhere from just coming into
You
from a
just
forest that lied to me
literally
about
just
who was near me
fucking
could
dismantles
could
her,
kind of
just
throw
like-
me off.
It's
Yeah, but I
hilarious,
also
to
figured
be
you out of
honest.
everybody was the one who heard my voice the most, so
Like Rousey,
you would have been the prime
she takes
candidate
that
for.
first hit
who I
and
thought-
literally is just left wide open, and she's
I
like,
appreciate that. I'm sorry
Doesn't
that
even
I
know
did
what's
not
happening.
do well at keeping cool.
I probably should have just tapped everybody. Just
Well,
I hadn't slept in
She
like
looks
3
like-
days.
yeah.
don't worry, you guys will get good sleep here. And he goes, "Oh yes," and he like pulls this
She's
little
from
like
Brazil.
keychain looking thing, like it's like a chain with a little like part of a sigil on it, and him and the other three all like put the sigils together, and then the room that you're in immediately goes like it clicks, shifts a little bit, and then immediately starts raising like
ooh,
incredibly quickly.
Yeah.
elevator.
Either.
Yeah, that's not
Unless
really
she like catches her in
technology,
a
I
really
imagine.
good guillotine or something. Like
The
And-
magic
You guys are
What I
pretty
saw
much
in that last
gods,
fight-
so
like Peña
Pretty much.
is pretty nasty at that.
I also asked Jimothy, how's Pabily?
I believe she's waiting for you upstairs.
I think it would
Okay.
have to happen like pretty early.
Yes, you
And
guys
like,
have
it
a
has
lot
to
of
be, like,
people waiting for you upstairs.
kind of lucky.
Yes. Before I forget,
Exactly.
you might want to go and find Ryan. He says that you guys left a
That's the
head in
thing,
his
like
bag.
Nunez is so strong too.
Well,
that,
he
like,
insisted on carrying it, and we forgot to exchange
I
it
just
when he
don't
left
see
early,
Peña
and it was a
Yes.
I
thing.
meant to
like,
take it from
walking
him.
down.
He almost headed out to go find you guys again because he said it was incredibly important to Ren that he return the head.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
This is true.
I mean, this is,
So
And
I don't know, this is the best, dude. Like, she fucking destroyed
now we just need
her.
to find Teddy.
Yeah, we need to. Oh yes, this might seem off topic, but do you know of a circus nearby, or has one passed through recently?
She definitely can put that bulldog.
They
face
they
on.
all kind of like look at each other for a second and they look back. You go, yes, yep, definitely have.
You guys attend?
No, none of us have attended. It's not really in a place where we would go. We kind of are trying to bring people here to keep them safer, so that because the Imperials are trying to wipe out humans and half breeds. So, but
Understandable.
it might.
She does, dude. That's what I was saying, man. She could fucking fight most dudes.
Does the name Estrella mean anything to you guys?
Australia?
The city?
Yes.
Yeah, she
The
does.
city. So back in Estrella is where the circus is being held.
I see. Does anyone know for how long?
Well,
You see, this might
from
go ahead.
From what I know, that is where the
Yeah, she's smart.
Imperials decided would be the best, perfect spot for their capital to be now.
I see.
So, it's
Well,
technically New Astrea. The last one, apparently,
Rosie's like, oh fuck, I'm about to get
this
my
is word on the
ass
street.
beat.
Apparently, some crazed lunatics were gallivanting through the town, blowing things up,
Shouldn't
and
know what to
blew
do.
the city to the ground. So, the Imperials swooped in and saved the day. Built a new city for the townspeople. That's what they say.
well,
Us up here, we don't think that the Imperials do anything of merit.
I'm
Go
sure
ahead.
you're aware that the crazed lunatics actually were the Imperials. They created a problem to then appear to solve it.
Yeah, you got absolutely annihilated. That's what he ended up whispering to
Imperials, I-
you.
We were there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They were chasing
yeah,
us.
you got absolutely annihilated.
Thought that
So,
we thought that we
just wanted
lost
you to know
Pavali. Oh yeah, the Jimothy knows Pavali, but yeah, she's our friend.
They all kind of yeah. Oh no, we all know Pathley.
Oh,
She's got quite the mouth on her.
that's true.
When she's conscious. Are we still in like a is it an indoor kind of elevator thing?
Yeah, so it's like inside what looks like the side of the mountain.
I feel like Riggan would
the YouTube
probably
comments.
be trying to touch the wall.
Rhonda was doing
by
so well, and then the fight started.
It's probably gonna get himself hurt.
It's so as you're touching it is completely smooth, like unnaturally shouldn't be obtainable with current day technologies smooth.
The way she stood there after
No,
the
it's
fight,
not
like,
like
wait,
if he
I
touches
lost?
it,
Erdine was like, yes,
hurt his
bitch,
No,
you
it's like
lost.
you know how if you touch something that's sliding that's really really slick, it like squeaks a little bit. It's like squeaking against your feathers.
Pre-fight game face looks like my
Yeah,
3-year-old
Riggan's
nephew
gonna
when
keep
he's
doing
told he can't have fruit snacks for dinner.
He's mostly paying attention, but kind of not.
Yeah. And then, so as you guys near the top of the summit, you see a pathway that leads out.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, we see a pathway.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we'll leave. I mean, yeah, follow their lead wherever they're taking us.
Yeah. So as you emerge from this, it's not like dark, but it is like a
It was impressive how well Rhonda was
big
blocking practically all of Amanda's punches with her face.
yeah, it's not so much dark as it is a what's a good word to put it it was not naturally lit. That would be the best way.
Okay. So, like, is it magically lit?
Yeah, it
Okay.
looks like it's all magically lit.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, well, yeah, I guess we head out, follow them, see where this goes.
Yeah, so as you're coming out, you come out of what looks like a lighthouse door almost. Like carved into the side of this mountain. And it opens up and you see just a sprawling city in front of you. And as you're looking down, you kind of see like the crescent of the earth. Like it looks like this city was just picked up out of the ground and is just sitting in clouds.
Like, she had all the confidence in the world to just like scared as fuck.
Interesting.
Like, oh shit.
Oh,
I
hey.
don't think I'm ready for this.
We've
So you guys are
got
in the top right
a
right now.
map. Whoa. This place is huge. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nina's badass, dude.
That's probably
with
about
that.
what Ember says. Like, wow, this place is gigantic. What happened here?
Well, this is the last city of the humans. All humans, half-breeds, lizard folk, portals, all the races that
Yeah, I
the
mean, to her
Imperials
credit, I guess she did
declare
kind of help popularize the
less
female,
worthy
like,
of this world.
fighting scene.
This is their safe haven.
So that in
Wow.
itself is like,
I had no idea this
could
was
be
here.
attributed to her.
So, are we in a different dimension?
Dang, dude.
To put it the easiest way, we
Ortiz
are
is
not
such a
in
fucking
a different
cheeseball.
dimension. We're in the same dimension, but we're just hidden from. If you look up at this
Him
city,
and,
all you see is
like
the
him
blue
and
sky behind it.
Dana White, like, hate each other.
I
But from this
see.
city, if you look down, you can see the world and all of its corruption.
So, you're
But yeah, I think
hidden.
Ortiz was,
Yes.
like, you
Try to
remember
keep it.
the, what's
We've
the
got
UFC, like,
the
show called where they all stay in the same
heroes
house?
of
And,
Uleiveth stationed at the front to keep the town
'cause I think Ortiz was, like, on the very first
safe.
one.
I mean, all of us have saved the world once before.
So, do you hold the only key?
Because that,
They hold up, and we have this one, and there's one more, which is with the ox. You'll find him in the.
Couture's
And
39
they
here.
point you towards this building right here, which looks like a barracks/stronghold.
Xbox.
Alright, the building where?
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta
Xbox.
zoom
Right.
out. Oh, okay, like way over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah. I mean, it's like an hour away with how the city's laid out.
Okay.
So it's not as and all the roads are paved and nice and like it looks like almost a brand new city was built out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, the
Yeah.
city is beautiful.
Yeah. So from what you can tell, Ember, the whole city there's no slums looking place in the city. It all looks like
Yeah. That's what Couture's
Just-
known for.
nobility housing. Like the whole city, from what you can tell, looks like where the noble district is. It
Like
doesn't look like there's
two
any
way different
hovels
fighters.
or anything like that.
Wow.
Because Liddell's one of
Well-
the best strikers of all time.
Shall we find our friends?
And
Yeah.
so
But to think that he could just pick
the
up
poor,
fucking Liddell like that
Timothy,
and slam him on the ground is pretty insane.
Timothy, Kulamoth, Bard, and Ridley all head off, and they said, we need to head back down to the base level. If we need you guys, if the Imperials come to check our ledgers and ensure that our people are still staying here, we might have to come get you. But other than that,
All
if you
right.
need anything, come down and see us.
You may want to start using a book with other names
Couture?
and things in it,
Or what?
just to, because I I immediately found it suspicious when someone asked me to sign a blank page. Just.
But it was definitely.
Just a
it was
tiny suggestion,
like
I suppose.
The brand for.
Duly noted.
The shirts with
Ridley,
like,
can you remind me of
logo
that?
on it.
Ridley kind of like rolls her eyes at him. It's like, cool. I'm always bailing you out, aren't I?
Adds up.
And they head down into the. They head back down into the tunnel, and leave you guys in this sprawling city.
All right. Yeah, I start making my way to where they said, like around this area.
Yeah. So you guys kind of head throughout the area with like no problems, and you kind of realize after a moment that they left the keys that he handed you these keys earlier and never explained what's up with these keys.
Yeah, the room keys.
Yeah.
Please tell me we don't have to find what door these keys go to.
I mean, I can use sending if we really need. So.
Yeah. Every door.
So yeah, I'll just kind of head in the vague direction that they suggested.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Yeah, as you're heading through this, you see like marketplaces and all these different shops.
They were definitely on steroids
around
at
this
this
town.
point, too.
And it all looks
no
like
way.
high-end, like nobility areas.
You have some money to spend.
We do. But
I don't know.
I think we should find our friends first, and then maybe they'll have suggestions about where we can offload some of this coin.
Okay. So yeah, as you approach the area that you were shown, you come up to it looks like a huge temple shaped in the style of a barracks, and it's got a giant ox symbol in the door.
Okay.
And yeah, as you open it up, it leads into this like huge chamber with like pillars and stuff inside, and it kind of looks like a standard temple interior, but in the middle of the temple area, instead of like pews and stuff, there's like a big war table.
Yeah, because UFC kind of went.
Sitting around the war table,
like a
you
dark
see
period where it was barely surviving.
Cedric, Ryan, Pavely, an older gentleman that Riggan would recognize, nobody else would. Where did my notes go? I had a note.
But it was these two guys that helped grow the sport a lot.
I think.
Remy is there. Terrence is there.
Terrence. We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Is Jackson there?
Jackson is there. Jackson is sitting right next to Remy.
Aww.
Taking up his normal spot.
Is Ren's favorite person there? Sorry, go ahead. He's got what?
He's got he's got like his own little dog-looking chair. So it's like a little cushioned thing with like little feet, but it's just a circle.
Aw, like a little
He's, like,
dog bed.
Yeah.
Cute.
Being a boxer, he's looking
He is like staring at the table like he's helping. I said okay. So I said Terrence, Cedric, Remy, Ryan, Pavely,
Jackson,
Oh.
Jackson.
the most important. Just kidding.
There is a red-haired dwarf that none of you recognize.
Okay. And then an old man that only Riggan recognizes.
And that Riggan recognizes.
Okay.
A what looks like Ryan, but just like a huge version of Ryan, like a huge beast of a man, but the spitting image of Ryan, but older.
Okay.
Is sitting like dead center in the middle in a massively made chair that looks like it was designed for him.
All right, so that's got to be the ox, I would assume.
Ox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Sebastian's not here.
Thank God.
Sebastian's not at the war table.
Okay.
I like the specification that
I had to deal with him enough in the forest, and he was fake.
He, so he is in this town. He is not at the war table.
Yeah, I figure. All right.
Please no. I was muted. I'm sorry. I was saying, oh God, no.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I heard you at one point, just like, please no.
Did I see the dwarf? There's a red-headed dwarf there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is not Teddy.
Jesus, dude.
It's not Teddy.
Because we know where Teddy is.
Aw.
Okay.
So, yeah, this person that Riggan recognizes.
Yeah, as you open the doors and you see him sitting there, he like turns and looks at the door opening, and he immediately hops up, and in a voice that you have all heard many a time, he goes, "Riggan, my boy, it's good to see you."
Hey.
Oh,
And it
Riggan's
is the
excited.
exact voice that Riggan speaks his own name with.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, Riggan's excited. Then he's gonna just hurry on over to his dad. Then.
Yeah. So go ahead and explain what your dad looks like.
So yeah, Riggan's dad. Oh my God, I made notes too. That's what I was digging around for. Let's see if I don't think I actually described him much. No, so I'm just gonna wing it with the pun intended.
That's so cheesy,
Good
dude.
word.
That voiceover.
Riggan's dad, unless you have notes to say
Yeah,
otherwise,
use
Tim, I
it
think his
too.
name was Eric.
It is Eric. You actually
Yes.
gave me the name that I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember you mentioning Eric before, too, when you
Yeah,
weren't sure if he was dead or not.
Obviously,
Yeah.
they're making a lot more
Sounds about
money
right.
now, so.
Yeah, Eric has short black hair. He's an older dude, but he's probably wearing just some simple leather stuff. Maybe not here. He might be decked out a
Is
little
he also
bit.
a bird?
He is not. He's just a human.
Okay, I did not know that.
He's got black hair. He's got probably a short beard, and he stands tall. He's a proud man, but he's old. I think that's the best I got from what I had written down.
Dang.
Yeah, you recognize him. He's wearing his like some really nice looking leathers. He is a master artisan
Yeah,
with
Couture just like turns
leatherworking
into the
and
Hulk when he like is
using
when
animal
he's gonna go for the takedown.
stuff
He's just
to
like,
make things
scary.
with. So he can use animal parts to make different
Yeah,
items.
for being 39 years old.
It's where Riggan learned his ability to make whips out of leather and
Out
Yeah.
of a
out
bear.
of leather.
I haven't
Yeah.
used the whip in a while.
Yeah, and he sees the whip that you made because you carry it on
Yeah.
your hip, correct?
Yeah, no, Riggan probably is excited and probably shows it off.
He
Yeah,
looks at it
you're
and goes,
right.
"Oh, Riggan, my boy, that's a mighty fine-looking whip you've got there. Oh, you could probably sell this one. Good job." And he
might be
pats
nervous of
you like,
throwing them just because.
Yeah, Riggan's got that stupid smile.
Yeah,
on
he
his
knows that
face
before
that he
probably
has.
just
Aw.
went in.
He's stoked.
he hands it back to you. He goes, your leathers look like they need to be worked on a little bit. Looks like you've seen a little bit of wear and tear. Is that arrow holes?"
Yes. But he's still happy. Like,
Yeah, I can imagine him just like using
he's got this big smile. Yeah.
someone else's voice, just like, yes.
Yes. It's arrow.
God damn.
Yeah. And yeah, as
And he picks him up and
your
slams him. It's
dad
not just
are
like a
reconvening,
traditional takedown.
Ryan heads over to Ren and goes, "Oh, I kept this for you." And he hands you the Medusa's head. He goes, "I'm sorry, I didn't
Thank you.
I didn't
Yeah,
mean
Adele doesn't
to
know
bring
what
it
to
with
do.
me. It just completely spaced."
It's all right, Ryan. We all forgot. I forgot. Here, Ren. Can I see this for just a minute?
Yeah, go right ahead.
So I take the Medusa head and I cast Gentle Repose on it, which I should have done a long time ago. To, keep it from rotting any further. And I give it back.
Yeah, it was in the
Thank
bag of
you.
holding, so it didn't age very much, but now it's all good and square.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Gosh,
Yeah, Pavli sees you, Ember, and she like gets a little gleeful, runs over to you. And,
oh my God, Pavli, I'm so
Didn't slow down at all.
I'm so glad that you made it out. That was so stressful. We didn't know what we were doing, and Riggan accidentally stabbed you. I know that he's sorry.
Yeah.
But it did make it more believable, I suppose.
yeah, she goes, all's well that ends well. I didn't die.
That's what
That's
I
the way
like
to look
about
at
you,
it.
Pavli.
She goes and she returns to her
there's a good
seat
word
at
for
the
it. He's
table.
floundering for
She's
sure.
like, "We're going over strategies," and immediately Cedric looks over and goes, "And you fell asleep. You fell asleep at the
Ain't
table
like
again.
there.
We
So
keep
much
saying
younger
we need to
looking.
go over what's happening, and you fall asleep."
He's right there in the black suit.
That
It's a secret bonus.
That doesn't surprise me one bit. After Riggan and his dad kind of have their moment, I walk up and introduce myself.
Right there.
Hi, I'm Ember,
That's Dana
and Riggan is one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Riggan's gonna like kind of stand aside and be like, kind of like gesture towards. Ember.
He goes over and says, "Oh, it's so nice to meet you.
It's
My
nice
name
to
is
mew
Eric.
you.
Eric
What year
Haggar.
was this?
You can
Was
call me
this the-
Eric. Mr. Haggar
Let's
sounds.
see here.
Oh.
Couture.
I don't like to sound.
It's very nice to meet you. You
They fought
have raised a fine bird.
more than once, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, one of the best.
2005
Well, the best,
and 2006.
best bird I've ever seen. So, I kind of my
I
brain
fought
thinks
3 times.
I don't know, it's a bird. Yes.
And
But Liddell beats him
Yeah.
the next 2 times.
and then I just kind of hype up his work. Like, have you seen
Whoa.
his leather
Both in
working lately?
first
He's
round
gotten
knockouts.
much better, even in the time since I've met him. Like, look at this. Just like totally hype him up.
Dude, I
He's
have
showing
seen
off
it.
all of his random
It
Oh,
is
and-
quite impressive.
Oh, and he look, check this out. Riggan, show
Oh.
him the Minotaur.
Apparently knocks him out first round.
Oh gosh. Hold on, what do I have? I
Liddell,
remember I had something
yeah,
actually.
Liddell's never
It's in
been
my
like. He was never.
You
He,
skin
he always kind of had a little bit.
It's our belt with a horn. Yeah, one horn. It's so messed up, I forgot. Yeah, Riggan's gonna reach into his bag and pull out a fucking skinned Minotaur.
Yeah,
With one
that would be
horn.
Oh,
a very difficult
incredibly
thing to
impressive,
do.
there, son.
I mean,
We could make this into some fine new
your
armor.
body.
I mean, we need to replace that armor that you're
I think
currently
that'd be
wearing
weird.
anyway, because it's definitely
You
seen
would
better
lose your
days.
comfort.
I know
Riggan, how cool would you look in Minotaur leather armor?
Riggan looks really excited and he's like, yeah.
He goes, and you got a horn.
Just the one.
These.
Yes,
these
Yeah.
our friend ripped off the other
literally
one
Helped the UFC so much.
and ate
because
it.
I think it was like.
I could have made a pair of daggers with it, but
It
I
was
could make a dagger
after
out of that.
these 3 fights that
It's a very
the
Oh.
Dirty
UFC
bow.
started
Yeah,
like,
match
making a lot
the
more
match the
money
armor.
again.
That sounds
I think it was, like,
amazing.
late
Riggan, you are
2000s
going
is
to
when
look
The
awesome.
UFC started really
Yeah, I think Riggan's
taking
gonna
off.
give his dad's dagger back. Because he's had 2 daggers this whole time.
Yeah.
One was just kind of old.
He looks at this dagger that you just handed him and he goes, oh, you kept this.
Yeah, he's
This is the first
Obviously,
skinning dagger that I gave you.
cut from a different cloth. I don't know that like somebody could step in the octagon being 41 now, although
You know how to work a whetstone,
I
don't
just
you,
think
son?
like the fighters are
I
too
think I have mine.
like the regiment and how much training
Riggan's
goes into each fight now.
like,
I just don't,
Just like
Yeah.
he's like racking his brain for a
but
second. He's
Randy
like,
Couture is obviously
no, I did never teach
kind
you how to
of,
work a whetstone, did I?
outlier. To be 41 and
That's probably my fault.
just
Well, let's get that sharpened up for you as well.
Eee.
oh yeah, and Riggan shows off his cool leather eye
Yeah.
patch that he has.
Liddell-
Because he used to have 2
Liddell's always
eyes
kind of had like,
that were normal.
look to him. You know, like
And
always
shows off
looks
his
kinda
spooky
older
eye
than he
to his dad.
really is.
Oh my god. I just love the idea of you
Yeah.
like showing
I
him all
think
this
that's
stuff.
the
You mean
thing
like,
about it,
look,
that,
I
like,
skinned this minotaur. It's so
His-
Yeah, he's
cool. I
just
made
like,
this
Liddell
whip.
doesn't
Yeah,
I got
match-
this.
I can see
I
ghosts.
guess.
yeah, I got this crazy ghost eye. Oh my gosh, collected so much.
And he
Couture just
is
looks
taken
like
aback
maniac.
for a second, and as you show him the eye, the just incredibly large man in the middle of the room goes a lot more bubbly of a voice than you were expecting to come from a man of his size. He goes,
Really
"Oh,
cool.
hello there.
Oh.
Is that the blessing?"
The blessing?
Yeah, I don't know. Riggan probably just puts his eye patch back down and looks over to the guy confused.
And he goes, "You don't need to hide it here. It's quite normal. So that it's actually a sign of hope for all of this town."
Yeah, Riggan will take off his eye patch then. Have his weird, spooky eyeball.
I kind of step toward the war table that they're all crowded around. What do you know about it?
We need both the eyes to seal away the ancient ones. For good. We have one. Well, the problem is they have the other one. If we get both, we can seal the ancients away indefinitely.
Is this how this ends?
If we lose both, they can summon the ancients and eradicate the humans from this world. Most of us, anyway.
Well, to be honest, we happened upon it by chance. We were being chased by a kraken and were shipwrecked on an island. It was the strangest place I've ever been in my life. But it was there that he acquired the eye.
Yeah, one eye sees the past, the other eye sees the future. And I believe you have the eye that sees the past. Which means you can probably see specters and things that aren't normally there.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah. Riggan nods.
Yes. That's where our problem comes in, because they have the eye that can see the future. So all of our attempts to get the eye are known about before we can do them. But the eyes counteract each other.
Oh man, but
If
that's
the
why
ones
he's
who
called one of the best
the eye
strikers
hat
of all time.
make the plan to take the eye of the future,
Because what looks
they
like
shouldn't be able to see
not
it.
much, you know, is a lot.
That's why it's a beacon of hope for our people.
To take out that motherfucker.
You're the ones who are gonna have to lead us in the war of men.
Lead?
Us?
And he goes,
Puts his eye patch back on.
we have amassed quite an army of willing participants to try to not seize the world back, but seize their spot in the world. We don't want the human children being used as slaves in the mines, or people being killed for sport in the streets. We want a world where all the different races can live in harmony.
It's interesting too that, like, you know, the heavyweights kind of.
You want to take down the Imperial Army, essentially.
Exactly.
You know, the title fights. Or
The leader of the Imperial Army,
main card
which
fights.
currently used to be an acquaintance of yours, friend of yours. I don't exactly know.
Wait, who?
Some elf who goes by the name of Maydao.
Oh.
He has the other eye.
You know.
He decided to join the cause to eradicate the humans for untold power from one of the ancients.
He actually tried to take the eye from us.
Man, I really want
Well, it's quite a long story. Maybe Cedric has filled you in on some of it, but when we were tracking down Skamos. This is Skamos, by the way. Skamos' captain, his former captain. He had a sword that Skamos then acquired, but the sword sort of possessed him and poisoned his mind. We were able to snap Skamos out of it, but then the spirit that was within the sword possessed Maydao. And I believe that's what's causing him to do all of these things that he's doing. It has actually taken complete control over his body, from what I can tell.
Well, that may be, but to stop him, we will need to completely stop Maydao. I hope you understand. The being that took him over, your friend probably isn't even in there anymore.
Where would he be?
Probably the Astral Sea, if I had to guess. See, these beings can promise untold power, but once you let them in, they don't have to do what they agree to.
Is there... Oh, go ahead.
As soon as your friend let him in, his soul probably left, and he became part of the Astral Sea.
Is there a way to get him back?
It's possible. It would take a hell of an act of a god, and not one like me, one like the higher deities. And then you'd probably have to go to the Astral Sea and retrieve his soul and bring it back here.
Dang, dude, this would have been so cool.
Just so you're aware,
Oh
Astral
my
Sea,
God.
demons, devils, aboleths.
Well,
Yeah.
We fought some pretty crazy things before.
I've heard of your tales from my friend Bard. He's keyed me in on a few.
oh, right, the one who's been scrying on us.
Yes.
What has he told you?
He said you guys killed a beholder and a Medusa. Well, I can see you killed the Medusa. Its head is right here on the table. But the beholder is quite impressive.
Thank you. He seems smarter than most of the enemies we've faced, because he would not leave me alone. I think he knew.
That's the thing. Beholders are incredibly intelligent beings, and if they see somebody who's out there throwing the ability to heal people left and right, they're probably going to try and take that one down first. Because they need to stop the battle from going drastically not in their favor. It also looks like you guys were lucky that you ran into that Jonah fellow as well, because looks like he did quite a bit of work on that beholder before you guys got there.
That's what it would seem. How do you know that we ran into Victor Jonah?
Victor Jonah is one of my compatriots. Not someone who I adventured with, but somebody who me and my companions had known from when we were adventuring. He does have a death march going on for the beholders right now, which is why he isn't here with us. I'm sure once he eradicates the 7 beholders, then he'll join us to help with this cause, but he's got his own plans first.
Understood.
Should only be 6 more.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all.
I think he's on his way to the sea because we spotted another one of them while we were sailing. So I believe...
That's probably why the sea's been acting up lately.
Acting up?
Yes, there's been a maelstrom building up off the coast. You can see it if you go to the West Harbor. So right over here is what looks like a harbor over in this area.
Okay. Is this city protected from such an event?
Oh, you don't have to worry about it. It still rains here, but you don't really have to worry about the outside forces. At least not yet.
I see. Well, what are we... What's our next step, I suppose?
We've got a few different things. Well, we've got our genius over here, and he points at the dwarf, and he goes,
Wait a minute.
he points at him, and he goes,
Oh,
this is Xavier Lockhart. He is our resident.
oh, I caught him there.
Well, he's brilliant. He's like a mad scientist of
Dang,
mad
that was
scientists.
smart, because
Genius.
he's about to get knocked out.
I've heard
And,
about you.
The dwarf like looks up from his, like, he was tinkering with some stuff in his lab, and he looks up and he goes,
He's like, come
Oi.
on.
I might have some bad news for you. I pull out the sword in a non-threatening way, just to, you know.
That's some bad news for you. Just reaches for a weapon.
Stab.
I offer it to him.
Like, bust his ear open or what?
he goes, hey, well, swords really ain't my thing. I'm more of and he like flips out what looks like
He
a
is gushing.
very intricate flintlock, but a flintlock in a way that you've never seen it before. Normally flintlocks have like a single action on them, but
Yeah.
like his is like chambered, and
Damn. Wow, that's quite the device.
he like spins it back and flicks it into a holster.
I think
Dang.
you might want to just hold it
Dang.
for a minute. Just trust me.
You just want to hold.
He reaches his hand and goes, okay, whatever you say. He grabs the handle of this sword, and you hear him like murmuring and mumbling. He goes, "Ugh." And then he hands it back to you. He's like, well, I thought something like this might have happened when the city blew up. I kind of had lost hope that he even made it out of the city. So
I'm
at
very
least I know
sorry.
he's with good company. And he
Oh,
like
man.
twiddles with something, and then he like carves a rune into the bottom of the hilt and hands it back to you.
He carves a rune in the hilt of the sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, whoever is wielding that sword can choose which one of the brothers they are
Oh,
using.
shit.
You don't have to roll for it anymore.
That's awesome. Okay. That's really cool.
Right on.
Too bad our
pretty
sword-using guy has been captured by the circus.
Dang, yeah, that's it.
It is a dexterity-based weapon, so.
I mean, I will hold on to it for now. Or Riggan, actually. Riggan, do you need a close-range weapon?
Riggan's got a whip.
And yeah, he's got whip, daggers, etc.
Yeah.
Ember, do you need a new sword?
I don't use swords,
Yeah, it is
generally
a-
speaking.
but-
What?
I think Skamos would go crazy with it.
Well,
Yeah.
He was only going crazy with it initially because there was demons in it.
yeah.
A demon in it.
Yeah, Damien and Rob wouldn't make him go crazy.
I'm blaming they might. They're a little
Really.
good.
Yeah, Damien and Rob, I mean.
Yeah. Damien and Flamian.
Yeah, he was super focused. He like
Yeah, it's
saw
probably his real name.
very, very aware
Well,
that he had to take that.
we can figure it out because I have no dex. I am only proficient in simple weapons, and I don't think that's a simple weapon.
No, it's not a
Skamos,
simple
yeah, Skamos has his like fancy club.
Yeah. It is a finesse weapon, though.
Yeah. So yeah, we can figure it out. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, we can give it back to Quackman when we rescue him, you know, whatever.
Wonder how you got the nickname the Iceman.
We'll see. We'll figure it out. Well, okay. Well, that was fun. I just told this guy his brothers are both dead.
That is fun.
Yeah. So,
Fortunate news.
Well, it would have been Couture's last fight either way.
yeah.
Where do we progress from here?
So yeah, after he has a moment,
That's pretty cool
he
to
looks up
watch.
and goes, well, that's where I will be of good help.
Yeah, because those
I
are,
made
you
a special machine,
fights were-
special book, if you will.
know, really important.
You want to head over to
for
the
joining the
West
UFC.
Docks. I can show it to you, and we can decide what you're doing from there. That's about all the help I could be. I know we've got
Rousey baseball.
Eric over here who is good with hunting and crafting from monster parts, so he might be able to lead you guys in a couple hunts to gather some more materials. Or we also have and he points over at my brain just went totally blank there for
That
a
was
second.
2006.
He points
That was
over
the same year
at
that we just watched.
Ronald
he
Ronald.
points over at Cedric and he goes, we can also help with training Cedric's men. So kind of up to you guys at this point what you want to do.
Understood. Well, we also have some friends who have been captured.
You can do that as
Yeah,
well.
we should probably
That'll go.
save them.
Beat his ass.
I'm
So,
gonna have to head over to Estrella to do
Nobody
so.
likes him.
I heard the circus is
yes.
taking up home there because they're
I mean,
putting on a
hell of a
show
fighter,
for the
but like, It's like
leader
he-
of the
Well,
Imperial.
Yes, I definitely.
it's like he tried to shit talk, but it
Oh
was
no.
just like
Well,
embarrassing.
yeah, we might want to
Like-
prioritize
Like he was like
that,
tried so hard to prove to people that
and then
he could
afterwards
be
we
this,
can
like, smart guy,
we can
but he
figure
was
out
always just like came off as a fucking
how to
idiot.
bolster the forces and help with equipment, because To be honest, my own equipment
Yeah,
could
I
use
just
some
had, like, a
upgrading.
huge tear.
I think that goes for all of us.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
just a
sure.
douche
I'm sure we can figure this out. Maybe it's best for us to get some rest first thing.
And Cedric looks over and he goes, Amber, by any chance were you able to find the war resources that I asked you to get?
Yes, we found Ryan and his shield. We found the money, which we sent back with Ryan, and we found a bow, which I believe Riggan, you're holding on to it.
Yes, Riggan takes the bow out to show it off.
Were those the only things? I'm pretty sure that was it.
Yeah, those are all the things.
Yeah.
And Ryan's like, gives a like almost blank stare for a second, and starts digging in his bag of holding.
Wasn't he at the last fight? I thought we spotted him in the.
Cedric looks over at Ryan and goes, Ryan, I thought you said they were bringing the money. And Ryan is like reaching in, and he starts pulling out the coins that you gave him to give to Cedric. He's like, I forgot. Oops.
So Ryan remembered the Medusa head, but he forgot the money.
Yeah. Yeah, he was initially digging through his bag to get the money and bumped into the Medusa head and just single track minded it and was like, oh, they must have the money still.
Well,
Sure.
is that all? Was that everything?
Yeah, that seems to be everything at the moment. The ox looks at you and he goes, oh, where are my manners? It's nice to meet you. And he reaches out just a big old mid of a hand, like,
Yeah, like I'm gonna shake your thumb, kind of.
yeah.
Because,
Like,
that was the thing.
you can tell he's not a Goliath, but he is just
I guess
far
this
bigger
is
than
about the
humans
time when
normally
it started getting
get.
popular, though.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Ember.
He goes, my name is Capris. Everybody here calls me the Ox, but it's Capris Bellows.
So, if your name is Bellows, why are their names LaForge?
Big time.
Long story short, my
Like 2 seconds too late there.
my bloodline got a curse placed on it to where we can't die unless under combat circumstances. And when
Yeah,
the
Tito, he wasn't a
curse was
boxer.
initially explained to me, they said that my sirloin was going to be cursed, and I figured that they meant that the Bellows name was going to be cursed, not that me and my children were going to be cursed.
I see. So you had their names changed in order to try and protect them from the curse?
Yes, and it didn't work.
Ah,
But it's really hard to change a name after that's what people are known as for such a long time.
understood. Well, it's nice to meet you. We've heard a lot about you.
Liddell's got such a signature
I've
stance.
heard a lot about all of you
He's
as
got
well.
that left arm
And a
hanging
duck.
out.
I heard a lot about a duck as well.
Yes, well, he's one of our friends who have been captured. So
I see.
we do need to find some way to go about rescuing them. But I'd say first thing, it might be best to get some rest.
Yes, definitely. How about it? If you need me, I'll be here. This is my sanctum. I'm a bit too big to fit into some of the houses, so this you'll tell. The places with bigger doors are the places that I'll normally be.
Understood.
Cedric normally is over at the field barracks, so he
Tito's scared,
points you
dude.
to this area right here. It looks like a field area set up that has a barracks in the middle and then a bunch of like training stuff around it.
Look at him, he's scared.
He goes, Cedric here is the captain of our fighting squad.
It's like way off. So.
You will find Ryan normally over by Cedric. Remy runs the tavern across the way, right over here.
Ooh. Oh, right.
Pavley,
Oh, go ahead.
Pavley takes care of the children at the monastery over here.
Yeah. Retribution for what happened to those other children. Sorry.
Xavier
I don't
runs
say
the
that
dock
out loud.
over here.
No way. That's...
All right.
And Eric is in charge of the
get out,
leatherworking and skinneries over here.
Knock your ass out.
If you need to get a hold of any of them, that would be the best places to find them. The town is bustling with a lot of different shops and districts if you need.
Yeah, it sounds... I love this city. It's beautiful. It's not what I expected.
Especially coming through that mountain.
Oh!
We try to treat everybody with the same amount of respect here. No more you're noble because you're this race. You're high class because you're this, or because you're that. We want people to feel at home. So this is how we want the world to be after everything is said and done.
Well, hopefully we can help to achieve that goal. Oh, right. The tiefling at the bar gave us these keys. Not sure what they're for.
Typical Coolmouth. Giving stuff and not explaining. Did he tell you where you guys will be staying?
No.
Okay. Big key is to open the main chateau. The smaller keys are to open the individual rooms. You guys will have your homestead. And he points... So he's pointing to all these things on a map for you.
Yeah.
And he points to this building right here. The one that looks different.
This is where we live.
That's where you guys will
We
live.
have a house.
Heck yeah.
That's exciting.
And he goes,
The purple roof.
yeah, I will, yeah, the purple roof. I will let you
Damn.
guys turn in for the night. Just let us know whatever you need. Yeah, I think that does it for this meeting. If I need you, we will ring the bells. And you see there is a giant brass bell at the top of this room that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear the bells ringing, that means that I need you together here.
Understood.
Okay.
Couture's talking on that?
Right. Well, you all have a great night. I suggest heading to the tavern to get some food and heading off to bed.
And you have a good night as well. Thank you.
And everybody kind of disperses, goes throughout the town, and I think that is a good spot for us to call it for this week.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's good.
All right.
Wow.
GG's.
GG's.
Not a whole lot of rolling today, but it was a lot
Yeah.
Not a story.
Yeah.
of...
Getting settled in, getting reacquainted with our friends.
Yeah.
Becoming warlords.
Yeah.
Tito ain't doing shit.
So, oh man, I'm looking forward to getting some cool items maybe, and like getting some upgrades, like Riggan's Minotaur armor, and then I can have that shield made finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff we can do.
Yeah, then you can also ask around town if there's any specific shops that you guys want to find, because there's different types of things like magical shops, stuff like that in this town. So
Yeah, that
just
yeah.
no war elements.
Cool. This is actually like way bigger than I expected it to be, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, the town below it, the Allendale, the City of Temples, is a lot smaller.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looked like. So yeah, I was surprised. This is a cool map too.
That one hurt.
Yeah. I took a sea town and turned it into a sky town by adding a bunch of clouds and mountains and bridges.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Removing boats. You can see a couple boats in the...
Oh,
No.
they're birds. That's a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All right.
right.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us this week. I hope you all have a good one. We'll be back in about 3 weeks' time. We're going on a little bit of a hiatus.
Oh yeah, we're taking a couple weeks off. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we just came off of a short hiatus, but it's been busy lately. So,
It happens.
Man.
Yeah.
but yeah, we will get back to it on the 6th, and we'll see you all later.
All right. GG. Bye.
GG.
GG.